Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and Poison Ivy, okay, the nickname Poison Ivy Zellman, an analyst who predicted the 2008 bubble pop or housing market collapse, is now predicting a modest collapse to start in 2023 and to continue into 2024. Now, you guys know that I have personally been struggling with, is it going to be a good time to buy past 2023? Now, it is likely that it's going to be a great time to buy for years to come in the real estate market. My concern is, I just don't think we're going to have a long opportunity. And in fact, I'm personally putting almost all of my eggs in the 2023 basket because in 2024, we have an election. And that election and all of the circus show and all of that stuff, it freaks me out. I don't know if they're going to try to be elected based on the housing market, if the housing market is going to continue to fall in 2024, or are they going to pass some laws and it's going to be propped up in 2024? But one thing we know for sure is the Federal Reserve will pivot. And once they pivot, demand will come back to the market. So I don't know if it's going to be good in 2024. However, the economist that we're about to listen to believes that house value is actually going to go down even more in 2024 than it does in 2023. So it's a really good read, guys. And we're going to unpack a Yahoo Finance article titled Poison Ivy Zellman, the analyst who predicted the 2008 housing bust, sees U.S. home prices falling in both 2023 and both 2024. Here's how much. Now, I'm going to warn you, for some reason, this guy's super bearish. Okay, so I'm a little frustrated, but we're still going to read this, guys. But remember, I'm not your financial advisor. Even if I want to be, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in all things real estate. I had a foreclosure. I'm currently renting, even though I own real estate, because I don't want to be trapped upside down in my house. And that's my bio, you guys. And for the desire not to get trapped upside down in my house, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. And please, you guys, shoot me a comment below. They keep me going. And you guys, I really appreciate you. Big shout out to all the page moderators. I'm starting to add moderators because quite frankly, the bots right now, completely out of control. I cannot handle it myself. There's way too many, but let's get started on this article right now. All right, guys. Now, this is some good stuff here. I just don't like his bearish forecast. Here's how the article goes. Poison Ivy. That's what Housing Bulls called analyst Ivy Zellman after she came out in 2005 and called the top of the housing bubble. When Toll Brothers CEO Bob Toll tried to say the housing market had bottomed out in 2006, Zellman famously clapped back, "Which Kool-Aid are you drinking? Because I want some." Of course, Zellman's housing bust fears proved more than correct. And all those at the time who thought demographics would continue to propel home prices forward were proved dead wrong, guys. And I remember this so clearly because I was a victim in 2008. I had a foreclosure. It took me about 11 years, roughly 11 years to actually get out of that. It was super bad. Fast forward to 2022, and Zellman once again has housing bulls sweating. Back in February, the founder of Zellman and Associates called the peak of the pandemic housing boom. She was on the money again. Just weeks later, spiked mortgage rates pushed the U.S. housing market into a slowdown. This summer, as the housing correction intensifies, Zellman provided a bearish assessment of U.S. home prices to clients of her boutique housing research firm. So again, guys, her assessment is actually bearish. Now, I want you guys to tell me why you think her assessment is bearish. I think it's probably because of inventory. I think the low inventory right now is messing everyone up. So I think it's for that one reason. I think she's being bearish because of lack of inventory. But I want you guys to do me a favor, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's hop back into the article right now. Now, I want everyone to calm down when I start reading this. Okay, I already said she's bearish, but let's see what she has to say. So right now, we're getting a backlash of the change in direction from free money to now the rise in mortgage rates and inflation. So the market is posed for a fairly significant price correction. And we're already seeing signs of that over the last several months. Zellman recently said on the Macro Hive Conversations podcast, inventories in certain markets, mostly on the West Coast, Southwest, and Mountain states, are rising at Mac speed. Zelman's forecast model predicts that in 2023, US home prices will fall 4%. Then in 2024, she predicts another 5% drop. Here's the thing, you guys, we're already at a 6% drop. So if someone has an eraser at Zelman's firm, they may want to erase the 4% and change that because we're already at 6%. But then again, I'm talking about 2022. So in 2022, we're down 6% from peak and we're up 6% year over year. So down 6% from peak, up 6% year over year. Very interesting, right? And remember, Zillow said 19. Zillow said 19%. We're at 6% right now, and that's falling. This article continues. As fast as inventory levels are rising and demand is plummeting, we could see pretty substantial home price correction, but it's going to vary by market, Zelman said. I don't think this will just end quickly. This is going to be a very pursued market nationally in 2023 and in 2024. And you guys, here's the chart just to put it in perspective. So this is the Case-Shiller, and here's Zelman's forecast. So here's where she's saying it's going to be down 4% here and down 5% here in 2024. So you guys, do me a favor. Let me know if you agree with Zelman's predictions in 2023 and in 2024 as far as values. And another thing, you guys, what really drives me crazy, and I mentioned this when I did a video on Dave Ramsey, and again, I didn't want to do that video, but I had so many subscribers saying, please, Travis, let me know your thoughts on Dave Ramsey. And one of the things that shook me when I was listening to Dave Ramsey is the fact that he's telling everyone that home prices or home values have only gone down one time in history. And also what I found really alarming is Stephen Graham also did a video that said the same thing. He essentially went to defend Dave Ramsey, and I know they're friends. And honestly, I really love Stephen Graham. I think he's an amazing content creator. I really look up to his production studio. I really love what he's been able to do. But he essentially supported Dave Ramsey and said there's been only one meaningful drop in home values. And the thing that's wrong with them saying that, y'all, is they're using median home value to push that narrative. And the problem with using median home value is many times that's based off of assessed value from the county for tax purposes that have homestead caps on values. What you really need to do is you have to look at both value and you have to look at both price, because value and price need to be looked at together to really understand what's going on in the housing market. So these people that hide behind median home value, that's completely ridiculous. I hate it. In fact, it really drives me crazy. I wish they would, let us see the full picture. When we look at prices, there have been many times where we've had price corrections in the real estate market. But again, you guys, a lot of people refuse to acknowledge prices and only want to look at median home value. It is what it is, you guys. The narratives are all over the place. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot that's about to happen past 2023 that we don't know, right? Personally, again, I'm putting all my eggs in the 2023 basket because I'm not trying to time the bottom of the market, and I'm going to purchase an owner-occupied home. This isn't my investment house I'm about to purchase. This is my own primary residence. And here's the thing, you guys, again, I don't need to time the bottom of the market because I'm throwing away my money right now in rent. So as long as I'm far from the peak, right, and I need 15%, if I get 15% from peak, I actually make money renting. If I get 20% from peak, I win big by renting. And here's the thing, I'm renting for 23 months, which means I'm throwing away my money for 23 months. Better than buying a house that I don't love for a price that's way too high. Don't you agree? But other than that, you guys, I appreciate you following along with me on this video. Hold on, because there's a lot more stuff about to come down the pipe. There's a lot more things about to happen in the housing market. And it's really important that you guys stay involved in the data and your local housing market trends. Those things are so important, you guys. Now, if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck and I hope you win.